Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Shawnee here. So guys, this video is a very important video because you know my channel is all about fragrances and it's also about getting fragrances on a bargain. But when you're hunting down fragrances for the lowest price possible, you have to be careful, guys. There are a lot of replicas, and there are a lot of replicas for very sort of designer fragrances. Now I tell you guys that I love to go in TJ Maxx, I love to go to Marshalls, I love to go to Bloomingdale's, I love to go to Century 21. You can even find fragrance of Saks Off Fifth, Nordstrom Rack, Barney's Warehouse, Last Call. All those places going to sell you discounted fragrances, and you can trust to get the right authentic fragrance there. You know I 100% stand behind fragrancenet.com. I've been purchasing fragrances from there for years. I absolutely love that website. I never have an issue with any of their fragrances, but I will feel more comfortable suggesting discounted department store for anyone who is not familiar with fragrances or how they're supposed to look or the brand or whatever. I would suggest going to discounted stores like Last Call or TJ Maxx or whatever. I do not whatsoever recommend purchasing from eBay if you do not know what you are looking for and you do not know what to expect when you're getting it. Amazon, I don't recommend either. You can, I mean, there are verified accounts on Amazon, but there's too many with Amazon and eBay. There are just too many stores in one location. Whereas fragrancenet.com, that's one store. All the products are coming from fragrancenet.com. It's not coming from one place from China and then another place is from here or another place is from here. Every fragrance you get from fragrancenet.com is going to come from its wholesale store in New York. You're not going to get different addresses from different company. You know, if you go in TJ Maxx, that product is from TJ Maxx. You know, if you go to Marshalls, that product is from Marshalls. But when you go on eBay and when you go on Amazon, you have 1,000 different stores in one location. And if you're bargain hunting, you might make the mistake to try to find the lowest fragrance possible. And I'm telling you guys, even if the person has a high percentage of positive reviews, there is still a chance that that person is selling you a replica. Now, recently I was looking for a fragrance from the house of Biblos. The fragrance name is called Miss Biblos. That fragrance is hard to find. It's very cheap, but it's just not a very popular fragrance. It's not on fragrancenet.com. You're not going to see in the store. It's just hard to find. I just so happened to know that fragrance or know about that fragrance and wanted it in my collection. The only place I could think to find it off was eBay. So of course I'm going to go on eBay to look for that fragrance. I felt comfortable purchasing that particular fragrance off eBay because it's not lucrative to make replicas of the Miss Biblos fragrance, you know. But of course, you put Miss Biblos fragrance in the search engine on eBay, you're going to get suggestions, and one of the most popular suggestions was Miss Dior. Now, I saw a Miss Dior for $40 on eBay from a seller with 100% positive rate. I didn't even care that it was 100%. I just knew that that fragrance had to be fake because there was just no way in hell you're going to sell me a brand new sealed fragrance from Miss Dior, whether it be the original or any of the flankers, for $40. That fragrance retail about $130. The most discount you're going to get off that fragrance is probably 25%. The least you could probably get that fragrance for a 3.4 ounce is probably $90. That's the least. To see it for $40, whether it be the original or any of the flanker, is preposterous, right? So I knew even with 100%, that fragrance had to be fake. you know, but I purchased it just for the sake of this video, and fortunately and unfortunately I proved myself right. Now before making this purchase, I tried to dot all my I's, I tried to cross all my T's. Although the seller put into the description that all his fragrances or her fragrances are authentic. She had J'adore in her store for $40. That's also unheard of. She had Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for $40, a 3.4 ounce bottle. That's unheard of. And she had the Miss Dior Cherie for $40. And the fact that all these fragrances from different houses all $40, that also was a red flag to me. I contact the seller and I said, hello, I just want to make sure that this fragrance is 100% authentic. And she just write back to me, yes. This fragrance is no way, shape, authentic. Now, I left a negative review on her eBay store, and I also let eBay knew that she was selling fake fragrances. First, you know, I'm gonna ship this fragrance back and get my money back. I just wanted to show you guys live and in color why I do not, under any circumstances, recommend you to make a designer fragrance purchase off eBay if you do not know what it's supposed to look like, or if you're not familiar with the seller. This is how it came. You see the box and you see it with the Dior thing right there. You're thinking, okay, this doesn't look bad. It came with like information in the back. I don't know if you can see. With the Dior Perfume and the Dior store and the natural spray and the whatsoever. Box looks pretty authentic. It's a good replica. It's a good box. I did not spray this fragrance on my skin because, one, I knew it was fake. So I don't know what they're using with them when they make fake fragrance, and I did not want to take the chance and spray it on my skin and get an allergic reaction. That is one of the main reasons why I do not, under any circumstances, agree or suggest for you to purchase a replica fragrance. It is not being regulated. You do not know what they put inside of it. So I did not spray this on my skin. You see the bottling, you don't know what Miss Dior's fragrance or any of the flankers supposed to look like, and to you, you think you pick up yourself a steal for this fragrance. But for me, familiar with the fragrance, I knew the first thing as I opened it, I knew it was fake. Was the top is the plain. Now I have here a Miss Dior Absolutely Blooming, and if you can see in the top, it has CD on the top, and if you can see, the bows are different. This bow is metal, this bow is plastic. This is a well polished bow that is like, it's loop where you can put your finger through. This is just one piece of plastic going across. Do you see? On the sprayer, you have CD engraved into it. And this one does not have. In the back, although it has like the, I don't know what you call that print, I never know how to pronounce it, houndstooth or whatever. Although it has the houndstooth print, and I'm not saying that this is not the houndstooth print on Sherry, because I have no idea, I don't own a bottle of Sherry, but this is how it looks on the Absolutely Blooming. And there's one thing I can tell you is, this bottle is like perfection. All the lines that goes across cuts through at the exact point at the top. This one is like absolutely mess. Some is going up, so it's not in a complete line. You have this messy line going across here, while over here is like incredibly seamless. And another dead giveaway is the back. I don't know if you'll be able to see the juice, but in an authentic juice store, in any juice whatsoever, whatever fragrance you own, it's going to tell you how many ounces it is and where it came from. So if I look inside here, it says, which is not showing here because all you see here is Miss Dior Absolutely Blooming, but inside it says Eau de Perfume demonstration, made in France, Perfume Christian Dior, 100 milliliter, 3.4 ounce. This one has nothing. I don't know if you could see. Guys, be aware of when you're making your purchases. People work hard out here. I understand. This is what this channel is about. We love fragrance, but we got a budget because we got a life. We got families to take care of. We have kids. We want to smell good, and we want to be very savvy with our coins. I understand this wholeheartedly. And you know me. If I can get a fragrance on sale, I'm going to tell you where you're supposed to go and pick this fragrance up. Under no circumstances you should go onto eBay and make a purchase of designer fragrance, especially if you see it for a low price. There has to be a catch. There has to be a catch that they're selling a fragrance that is highly sought after for so cheap. There has to be a catch. If it's on eBay, it has to be a catch. If you see a whole bunch of sellers selling it for $90, the cheapest you see within that $80 to $100 range is probably $80, and then all of a sudden you see $30 or $40, it has to be a catch. We want to be smart with our money, but we don't want to throw our money away. And when it comes on to fragrances, I don't buy replicas of anything. That's just me. I don't judge anyone if they do, but me personally, I do not purchase replicas of anything because you don't know the backstory or how they're making these things. You don't know who they're enslaving or which sweatshop they have or whatever. There's no regulation when it comes on to replicas. But at the same time, even though for me, I don't purchase replicas, I don't look at anyone who purchased replica. If you want to own a replica handbag or a dupe handbag or whatever, it's on you. I hold no judgment on it. But when it comes on to fragrances and makeup, you're putting that on your skin and it's not being regulated. You don't know who make it. You can't hold anybody accountable if anything should happen to you. So please, as much as we want to be savvy with our coins, we also got to be smart too. And don't go out and making random purchases. And if you see something cheap, or if you purchase the fragrances that's too good to be true, and you want to make sure that that fragrance is authentic and you're not sure if it is, don't be scared to go into Sephora and go look at a bottle of one of their testers. Don't be afraid. Go in and check it out. Listen, people out here is conning people left, right, and center. Don't let yourself be one of those persons that they conning, okay? Because it's one thing if they market as replicas, another thing if they're telling you is authentic and selling you piss water and telling you that piss water is authentic. That is unethical. That is illegal, unethical, and just played out wrong. Don't let people con you out of your money, guys. Thanks for watching. I see you in the next video where we're having more fun and we're going around Marshalls and we're looking at authentic discounted fragrances. Bye.